Hey everyone, Matthew here. Welcome back to the channel. Great to have you with me as always. I hope you're all having an amazing Monday. It is January 12th, 2026, and you're tuned into the Nasdaq Daily Recap, where we break down the macro backdrop, track real-time order flow, and walk through every single trade executed by our algorithmic system. Let's jump straight into today's action. Market news and economic landscape. Today featured a very light economic calendar, keeping traders focused primarily on price action and liquidity flows. At 10 a.m., we had the CB Employment Trends Index for December. At 11:30 a.m., the 3- and 6-month Treasury bill auctions. At 12:30 p.m., FOMC member Raphael Bostic delivered remarks. Overall, there were no major scheduled catalysts capable of independently driving trend, which made overnight developments especially important. Overnight session. When the market reopened at 6 p.m. on Sunday, futures immediately sold off sharply. The market crashed on the open, and our robot quickly identified the momentum imbalance and entered a short position, as Federal Reserve Chairman Powell made comments related to the alleged lawsuit against him. Selling pressure intensified and the market pushed even lower. Our short position was covered for a solid gain of $211. As Asian markets opened, volatility cooled and price action stabilized. At the same time, risk alternative assets such as gold, silver, and Bitcoin continued to grind higher, signaling defensive positioning across global markets. Mid-morning data and volatility. During the early morning session, the index stopped bleeding and began a modest recovery. Pre-market, most major technology stocks remained under pressure, reflecting lingering risk aversion. One notable exception was Tesla, which showed relative strength compared to the broader tech complex and began attracting early buyers. Cash session and intraday trades. When the U.S. stock market opened at 9:30 a.m., buying momentum surged across the board. Tesla exploded through the 450 resistance level, while Micron Technology rallied aggressively, reaching 348. Our robot initially entered a short position, then quickly flipped to a long as order flow shifted. At this point, realized profit stood at $194. Shortly after, an AMD long trade delivered $338 in profit. We also held a Tesla long position, carrying an unrealized gain of over $500. At 10 a.m., the CB Employment Trends Index printed at 104.27, slightly lower than the prior reading of 104.64. Market reaction was minimal, and futures continued to consolidate. AMD extended its rally, breaking above 209, while Tesla continued to trend higher. The Tesla long trade was closed for a realized gain of $772. Before the noon hour, our robot executed another MNQ long trade, bringing realized profit on that trade to $212. Afternoon session and into the close. During the afternoon session, the market moved sideways, hovering around the 25,950 level as volatility compressed. Just before the closing bell, our robot executed a final short trade, which was closed for a profit, lifting realized profit on that trade to $243. A Tesla position was later closed for a loss, reducing Tesla's realized profit to $636. Profit from the AMD trade remained strong at $398. That wrapped up a very active and eventful Monday. Summary and key takeaways. Today was a classic down then up volatility session. The market crashed overnight, but staged a strong recovery once the U.S. cash session began. Our algorithm adapted well to shifting conditions, managed risk effectively, and capitalized on intraday momentum. Net profit for the day came in at $1,277. Thank you for tuning in and being part of this daily journey. I'm Matthew, wishing you all an amazing evening. I'll see you tomorrow for the next Nasdaq Daily Recap.